Hello, my friends. I'm Lisa. You're watching One Lisa Show, and this is an episode of Friday Sews. Before I begin, because Friday Sews has turned into quickly Lisa Rambles. So bear with me because I got a lot going on and I have a lot out to show. This is an old cardigan sweater I've had for years. Under it is, who is this? Durando plantain tee. It's a free pattern, so I'm going to put it in the description box. This is a t-shirt pattern that is free. I do think the original pattern, the neckline is just a little too low for my liking. So I do raise it up about an inch, and I might raise it up even a little bit more if I make any this winter, because I feel the older I'm getting, the lower this feels, and I need to go up a little bit more. The fabric was the cutest jersey, cotton jersey from Beyond the Pink Door years ago. And this may have been one of my first goes at buying from Andrea. But look, the color is still, I wear this all the time. The color is still vivid. So as long as it's still looking good, I'm going to continue to wear it. I love it. I actually get compliments on the cats when I go places. So anyway, I got home from work and I couldn't wait to put comfy clothes on, and this is one of them. So today we're going to talk about what I've been sewing. We're going to talk about what I have plans to sew, where my plans last week went. Spoiler, they didn't go very far. They're still all on the cutting board. We're going to talk about my life, and I got a lot to talk about. So this is more or less Friday Sews, aka Lisa Rambles for a half hour. Bear with me, but I have some patterns to show you that I'm excited about. Can we begin with what I sewed last weekend? I'm so proud of myself. I finished these up. I couldn't wait to give them to Big Daddy. These are his pajama pants. I had 2.75 yards, luxurious brushed cotton fabric that I got from one of my last Think Pink box from Beyond the Pink Door. The pattern is Simplicity 9127. Again, links for everything will be in the description box, so that way I don't have to keep saying that. This pattern is a baggy pajama pant. I made these and I was nervous. I had a hard time with pattern matching, and if you watch my channel, I love to pattern match. And these stripes were not completely matched. This was as close as I could get. So I knew they weren't going to be perfect because I had 2 3/4 yards, 2.5 meters, 2 3/4 yards of this lovely fabric. And although it was super wide, it wasn't wide enough for Big Daddy's size because he wanted like an extra large, I think. And he wanted them baggy. He's also over 6 feet tall. So I had to work with what I had. Lovely. They're lovely. And actually, I probably could have pattern matched. I'm going to tell you, I could have pattern matched probably perfectly if I skewed everything. But I liked the extra continuous piece that I got on the side. And the reason why I did that was so hopefully I can make myself maybe some jammy shorts for myself. I was being very selfish there. I think I have enough to make like jammy shorts. And probably a little bandana for Penny. So that was completely selfish, and I gave up the pattern match. I did put the drawstring on for him, and he has elastic, but he loves a drawstring. The benefit to a drawstring is if you don't want to use one of your really nice labels for your Big Daddy's pajama pants, that I found these on the floor in the closet, but he's been wearing them every day, every night. But they were on the floor in the closet, so they've been worn. I did serge because brushed cotton is like flannel. It's gonna fray. But no label in the back. I didn't want to do that. I didn't need to. He knows where the front is. There's no pockets in this. I think if I do the next pair, there's going to be pockets. He loves them. He's worn them every day since I gave them to him. Every night. Love that pattern. In fact, I bought, let me show it to you. I don't recall if we talked about this or I showed it to you, if it came in time for last week's video, but on Etsy, there was a Shop Carolina cotton company that had this Simpsons fabric by the yard. This is the Joann's cotton fabric that I got at Joann's and made myself a pair of pajama pants and then didn't have enough to make him a full pair of pants. So I was thinking I could make him shorts, but this Etsy shop had this fabric. So I got 3 yards of it. I need to pre-wash it, but I need to work on that. So I'm going to surprise him with full-on pants. Same pattern. I'm going to try to put pockets in. I know I'll have enough. And I think he'll love that. I think 3 will be enough. I don't have to pattern match for that. So I'm very, very excited. Last Friday Sews, I had mentioned that I wanted to do the Atelier Jupe Alexa Blouse. I had some Beyond the Pink Door fabric from another Think Pink box that we got a couple of months ago. It's a lovely drapey viscose woven fabric, lightweight. I was gifted the Alexa Blouse pattern because I'm a Beyond the Pink Door ambassador. So I'm part of her So Inspired ambassador program. And I'm ever so grateful. It's still sitting on the cutting board. It's sitting on the cutting board. I had meetings this week and I have not, by the time I've gotten home from work, I've just been depleted of energy. And I think Wednesday I was in a meeting for quite some time. And just the fluorescent lights and can you see it? Like the feeling of like, oh my God, oh my gosh. I got home and I took ibuprofen and just like sat on the couch. And what did I have? I had some kind of snack yesterday. I distinctly remember it. This is Thursday night, by the way. I have to film Thursday night because I'm going to be super busy tomorrow doing absolutely not enough. So I was just been depleted lately of energy. Some of it, I believe, is if you're in the States, you already know this, but if you're not in the States, next week is our holiday. It is our Thanksgiving, and the day after is the auspicious Black Friday. There's so much to talk about there. We're not hosting Thanksgiving at my house. We're going to my sister's. She wants to host Thanksgiving, which is great. However, Big Daddy wants to still have like a Thanksgiving meal. And as much as I love Big Daddy and as much as we both love to cook and bake and prepare foods from scratch, I've just been feeling like slightly overwhelmed by things I want to do and things I have to do. And they're just like playing ping pong in my head. I make a to-do list every day, and I just did a video on how to give yourself the time to sew. Wednesday, I had these meetings. I had time to sew in the evening that I earmarked for myself, but I didn't have the energy or the motivation or the want to do it. And so I had to give myself grace and take that as downtime. The reason why I wanted to sew so badly is I've got this Alexa blouse sitting, waiting to be cut out. I noticed in Wednesday's meetings, there were a couple of ladies that had voluminous sleeves. So I know they're super trendy, but there's another part of me that's a little hesitant for how voluminous that Alexa blouse pattern is. And I think it's easily hackable. Judy from Running So-and-so just made one, just posted it, and it looks absolutely lovely on her. I think it's more of how it's going to feel on me than how it's going to look on me. And then that leads me to something else I want to talk about, but I don't know if everybody wants to hear it. If you don't, just skip along. Give me like 2 minutes to get this out. I'm having some weight gain. Some weight gain. I know this is like triggering to talk about weights, and this is not about being inclusive by any means. This is about my own personal feelings, like me gaining some additional weight because I have not been working out like I should. I'm not getting in the exercise because I had a knee injury. And my knee is feeling a little better now, so I really need to start getting back in the swing of things. I'm suffering though because I love cake. I love my sweets. I'm a horrible sweet tooth, and I love a sweet before bed. I'm also, I've had menopause. I've had menopause twice. And if you think it's not possible, I'm going to tell you it is. I'm going to tell you it is. So anyway, let's talk about this. And if this is not something you want to hear, just scrub, go a couple minutes. I am not happy in my own skin right now. So I'm wanting to make others items, and I'm not exactly, I want to make clothes for myself, but I'm pushing it off because I am not happy in my skin because of my weight gain. And I'm not, maybe you relate to this. I don't want to make a bigger size to accommodate me because I want to work hard at losing this weight. And this may not be a lot of weight. And maybe for some people it feels like a lot of weight. For me, I have gained 10 pounds in the past 2 months. And before that 10-pound weight gain, I was okay with my weight, but I wanted to lose a little more. So now I feel like I have gained a lot of weight. And I don't like it. And it's more of, I don't like how my skin feels. I don't like how I'm aging. And if that's vain, so be it. I know I should eat healthier, and I feel like I do eat pretty healthy. I don't eat fast food. If I do, it's a rare occasion. Maybe once a week we have a fast food meal. But I know I'm not getting in the exercise. I'm stretching, but I'm not getting in that calorie burning aerobic muscle building exercise that I need to right now. So it's more of a disappointment in myself and just feeling like not comfortable in my skin. Maybe there's some guilt feelings there too. And if you can relate, let me know, because that would make me feel better. I don't want to cry because sometimes when I talk about things that are upsetting to me, that's what happens. I'm a very emotional person, if you haven't figured that out. Anyway, I'm finding myself not wanting to sew for me right now. I just can't, and I don't like it. And it makes me not, I want to be comfortable in the body that I was given, but I also want to treat it well. And I give in to my sweet tooth side way too often. That's it. I just want to let you know, I kind of noticing I'm putting things off. I want to feel good. I want firm arms. I want some of this belly gone. I want my skin to feel tighter. It's just me. I want to feel more fluid in my movements. I don't want to hear crackling and stuff like that. So I'm going through this somewhat phase, but this other part of me is like, you've been lazy lately. And that's genuinely what it is. I'm not putting in the effort. Penny and I are walking, but in the past couple of weeks, we haven't walked as much. A lot of it's it's all weather related, but we still need to force ourselves to get out there. Okay, that being said, I do have to make myself something. One of my beloved friends here on this channel, Paula, has been watching me for a long time. And she made a comment last week that she's going to be sewing, and she was going to be sewing for a work holiday thing. Guess what? That made me think, oh crap, I've got holiday parties I need to be thinking about as well. First week of December, Big Daddy's company has their annual holiday brunch. It's a big deal, and I get to talk to his clients' other halves. their guests. And this is a wonderful time to sit and share a meal with people that you're grateful for their business, but you're also grateful for their friendship and their trust in you. I feel like I'm making a commercial for his firm. It's a nice brunch, and there's prime rib, there's shrimp cocktail. So it's kind of on the border of fancy, and it's always on a Sunday morning. Anyway, a lot of these people know I sew. I've been in the recent years wearing the things I make. What am I going to wear? What am I going to make? So I went through my closet. I feel like I've worn everything already. So I found this fabric in my stash. This is a sweater knit from Minerva. It was part of their line, their exclusive line. And I think this was called like Bubble Show. I don't quite remember, but if I find it, I'll let you know. It's a delightful sweater knit. It has a lot of stretch this way, but you have to be careful because the white on the back will start to show through if you stretch it too much. So I want to be very careful in what I pick, but it is a sweater knit and it is a beautiful print. I think it's going to look really good. But what do I make? So I'm asking for your help here because right now I am thinking I could make a Freya, which I've been making Freyas, and I talk about this so much. I just talked a whole bunch about this book. I talk about it all the time. It's a long sleeve sweater. I was thinking about doing a mock turtleneck version and then wearing it with just a pair of charcoal or black pants. Something simple. Or I can make this as the Freya, the dress version, which is a beautiful A-line version. And I can have it go to like my knee. Or if you can find a pattern, I have about 2 yards of this. 2 yards or 2 meters, somewhere around that. It's already been washed. I'd probably wash it again to make sure, but it's lovely. I have penny loafers that I want to wear with whatever I pick. So I don't have any high heels. I have boots, but I don't think they're going to look good with this. But I have some black loafers. And I also have black ballet flats. But I would love to wear my loafers because I think the penny loafer is really in right now. And then I have black tights. So I'm thinking basic black tights, black penny loafers, and then something with this. If you can think of a pattern that's different than what I usually make because I love my core essentials, please let me know. Please let me know in the comments. I would seriously appreciate just a little bit of inspiration with that. Okay. And the other thing, as I was telling you, I don't feel comfortable making clothes for myself right now with my weight gain, my recent weight gain. My mom has mentioned she needs new pajama pants. So I was contemplating making her pajama pants, but then she also made a comment that she doesn't have a lot of going out pants to wear. She's in physical therapy. She had some serious back surgery this year, and she's been in physical therapy. She's having a really hard time with her mobility. She's doing great. She's moving from a walker to a cane, which is amazing, but she's still really slow, and I know she gets very frustrated by that, but I would rather her move slow and intentional than potentially trip or get hurt further. So I'm very proud of her progression so far, but she has been very homebound lately and limited in her movements. I know she wants more clothes, and I know she doesn't like things that are too restrictive around her waist or her midsection. So I was thinking about making her a pair of pajama pants as well. And those are baggy pajama pants that I made Big Daddy. So I was thinking, well, I would have to size down. She also needs pants. I was going through my pattern stash and found New Look 6566. This is a recent pattern that I have acquired. And when I say recent, I acquired it in the past year. This pattern has elasticated pants with inset pockets in the front and a drawstring. And I just thought that might be something that might be nice for my mom. Easy to put on, so they're easy to pull up. She could tighten them if she wanted. They have pockets. She loves a pocket. But these pants might be something nice to make my mom. And the model, how she's wearing them, they don't look wide-legged. And I think a wide leg might actually hinder her. Right now, I think something that's a little bit more tapered would probably be a good idea. I am thinking of trying this. And what do I do? What do I make them out of? And even though this says suggested fabrics are batiks, lightweight linen, silky types, also in A and B, the tops, also in double Georgette, gauze, or jersey, and then C, the pants, also in cotton types. Allow extra fabric for matching plaids or stripes. I don't know what fabric to use. This is not a suggested fabric, but I have this double brush poly that I got from Joann's. I think when she was closing, and I have plenty of it. So it does have some stretch, but it's just so soft. I thought maybe I could make those pants out of this. I think I have to size down for that because there's going to be a lot of give. But it's really soft. I think it'd be comfortable. And if they were extra baggy, she could potentially wear them as pajama pants. This is just an interesting print. It's a green, kind of like a pine green. And it has vases, or vases, however you want to say, with greenery in them. So it's kind of a kooky little print, but I don't know. I thought maybe that. Otherwise, I think I have some Joann's flannel that I could do for her, so that could be like a mock-up to see if she likes them and if they fit, because I'm going to guess on her size. Again, if you have any suggestions, I have some lightweight fabrics. I just don't think they're her style. I'm a little torn because I don't think my mom has the fashion sense that I do of a toddler. Let me give out a shout out to some of the channels I've been watching on YouTube lately. This week in my world, I've been watching Aunt Beck's Creations. I've been watching Let's Sparkle with Sam. Of course, Sequin Girly Creates and Tia from Dorset Threads. I've been watching everybody. If I don't comment on your video, oh, one last person, Liz the Baker That Sews. I love watching her. If I don't comment on videos, it's because I'm watching on my TV, and I'm noticing more and more people are watching on their TVs. It's hard to give a hype. It's hard to give a thumbs up or leave a comment on my TV. It just is. It's a lot of work. I think this has been a long enough video, and hoping you do something creative wherever you are in the world. With Thanksgiving coming up, I wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to you all. Even if you're not in the States, Thanksgiving is a time to reflect and show appreciation and being grateful and taking that moment and being mindful to yourself and how blessed we are. I'll leave it with that. Do something creative wherever you are in the world, and I'd love to hear from you. So leave me a comment and let me know your suggestions. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching.